First of all,
she was going to.
You don't seem like you that fast to get away from a German Shepherd.
Oh, yeah. Gather around if you able. We the knights at a round table. This that underground gutter, that butter before the label. No water down sound. If you drown, that's cause the flow heavy. Hit you with the views on rhythm and blues. No Reggie. Everything potent when spoken word emerge. Bars too light. You cannot submerge. Gotta bring that hard rock when they drop it. Move earth, blow back trees, clearing the land for new turf. Cake without icing, thunder without lightning. Delivery and presence, essence, they all tied in. Trident like Poseidon when I'm out there making waves. So you gonna need a hydrant if you trying to set a blaze. Wordplay on javelin. Okay, we on the road, so watch out when we barrel in. MCs battling, trying to see who's best. Winner looking in the crowd, trying to see who's next. Gotta fly, sit up high like the eagle's nest. Bars sharp as a blade. Be careful, they might slay you. On guard, bring your sword when you come to the knight's table. Yeah.
What's going on? What's going on? We took a week off, wasn't on purpose, but we back in the building. We're back in the building. Nice at the round table. It's another Wednesday. You know, we trying to keep this every, consistent as possible. You know, we apologize for not being on last week. A couple people hit me, asked me, what's going on? You're not on tonight? I'm like, man, we had some power outages up here in the building, so we couldn't come on live or record anything. But we're back today. Missed the week. Football season in effect. We talking football already before we even got on the podcast. What's going on? We missed a whole lot. We missed the verses last night. Who watched the verses last night? Anybody watch the verses last night?
Garbage.
It was garbage.
The crowd was so trash. I swear to God.
Yeah, I was asleep, man. I ain't gonna lie. I had an early night, man. I was tired doing too much outside of work in the podcast.
I was playing 2K.
Oh my goodness.
22 up there. You playing
listen,
up there.
That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? We missed the verses. Oh, another thing. A few albums dropped since we've been around. That Drake album, that Kanye album, that Nas album, that AZ album.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh. That AZ album to me. Ooh, that AZ album.
Who's AZ?
AZ? You know AZ?
Nah, who AZ?
Ooh. Wow.
Come on,
I gotta get these old niggas riled up. We're not gonna get these old niggas riled up early.
Yeah, he's part of the firm. He was Nas. He's part of the firm, and that's Nas people.
I don't know what the firm is.
Ooh, yeah, I forgot you're a young dude. Yeah. Man, you don't know.
when they made those albums, you were still swimming in somebody's sack.
Like these old niggas over here saying the crazy, yeah. Like what? Somebody's like, I know that nigga. We cool still. Like,
yo, but unfortunately, I'm gonna tell you, his album better than Drake's. Pure T fact. I don't want to hear R&B Drake. Drake got probably 4 singles off that whole 27. 21 singles he got on there.
21.
21.
Oh, he's tripping.
Yeah, AZ album. Listen, take a listen, young boys. You'll hear some real art. He got people that actually sing on hooks that sing, and he got some great features. And I'm gonna give another air horn for. Listen, I don't know what this dude is on, but every feature he's been on for this past run right now.
Wait a minute.
Hold on. Let me mention. Listen. No. Listen. This dude right here. This dude right here.
Introduce ourselves. I don't even introduce ourselves yet.
I was trying to wait.
Hold on.
He was about to say something that he can't say. He's not allowed to say.
Oh, why am I allowed to say?
Out of the age bracket.
That's my realm.
Hold up, yo, this dude been smacking on every feature he been on.
Wait,
and you trying to use young words?
Hey,
he trying to use young words.
Listen, I'm a young. Here we go. Nice at the round table. We back. Listen, I had a lot to say, man. I mean, we've been off for a week, man. I got a lot to say tonight. This might go to 2 hours tonight. We can talk about some stuff tonight. I got a great title for us, and plus I got some stuff. But like I was gonna say, this dude that been featuring. This dude been featuring? Nah, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop it.
Okay then.
Yo, let my co-host go ahead and introduce themselves from left and the right. Let me go ahead and say who I am. My name is T, aka Tori. I'm the host, also aka DJ Not Famous. I'm still practicing in the back room. Like I said, so don't try to book me. I'm just doing the music thing because I love the music. I might be talking a little too fast too, but hey, let the rest of my co-hosts introduce themselves. Left to my right.
You already know it's your boy Rico House Party. Ain't no party if Rico ain't in the house. And listen, I gotta expand on what my man said. Yo, get your horns ready. Get your horns ready. Listen, the return, not of the Mac, but of the Weezy F baby. My man's been killing each and every last verse, each and every last feature, each and every last track that he got on. I couldn't let him do it because I am Cash Money, Young Money. Let's get it.
It's your boy Lucky Luciano, boy. Mighty Bucks LLC in the building. Stand up. The future best promoter in Florence. Talk to me.
Yeah, it's old his.
Hey, it ain't like that. His?
It's just like that.
Well, hold on. What your boys do this weekend?
They dominated. Did you not see the bombs?
Yeah.
4 bombs.
I mean,
they did.
Tyler Lockett is like my number
they
2
did
wide
dominate.
receiver in my fantasy league. So,
2 bombs to
I was
Lockett.
paying attention.
Hey, listen.
1 bomb to Metcalf. 1 to Gerald Everett.
Yeah.
Show them. Hey, welcome to Seattle.
They was getting it in. I was watching football on my phone, watching football on TV, watching football on the computer. I was into it. Like seriously, I was watching every game I could watch, and I got the NFL package. But to everybody that's tuning in, so we're gonna need your output on the chats and stuff. Like I said, we've been missing for a week. We want y'all to, interact with us. If you're out there on the chat, say, if you got any to say about the topics that we talking to people we're discussing. Like I said, we got a lot to talk about, but I'm also gonna piggyback off that Weezy F baby. Yo, Weezy is in his bag again.
Listen. That verse on Drake John, my boy, he in a bag. Bag different.
Listen, it's been a long time since an artist maybe rewind something to hear the track, hear what he said again. I swear to God, it's been a long time.
I'll bring it all the way back halfway through the verse. Like what?
Listen, I'm talking about
the entendres. Like
listen,
stop playing with him.
Even
take her nails out my back.
He
crazy, bro.
Every feature he's been on, even he's on AZ album. He killed that one. That's why I said you gotta listen to listen. He killed that. This dude right here, if this nigga about to drop another album, it must gonna be something crazy.
But that's the thing. I don't know if I want to hear another Wayne album.
Crazy.
Listen, we heard the last one. I don't know if I wasn't a fan of the last one. I just don't know if he's ready to jump back in the bag the way he is with the features.
Yeah.
That's just me. I'm listening to the features. He killed it on Polo G.
Life.
He killed it on Nas. He killed it on the Kanye album. He killed it on this album. Like every verse he's wilding. But I don't know if he's gonna do that.
Conway. You talking
about Conway or West Side Gun?
West Side Gun?
Or Benny the Butcher.
Benny the Butcher.
Facts.
Yeah.
The term track with him and Big Sean.
Yeah. Yep.
The track.
Some people could just rap.
With Takeoff.
Yo, listen.
I mean, the list just goes on for this last 18 months.
Yeah, he's
spaz mode.
Listen,
no cap though.
Listen.
He threw the Tunchi away.
Yeah,
Weezy is back.
Weezy rapping too.
No, he's
really rapping.
He definitely. He's in
on
his
the
bag.
way here, I watched the video of the baby and Lil Wayne. Didn't even know this song was even.
I was about to say I haven't heard this.
Listen.
The baby and Wayne.
The baby. The baby, not Lil Baby.
The baby.
He
what is it?
Killed the verse with Lil Baby.
That's a fact. Yeah.
The Baby and Lil Wayne. It's called Lonely. Y'all make sure y'all check that out.
Listen, I don't care what you said. Quarantine treated Weezy right with the rap game. That nigga was waiting.
He was just sitting on shit. I promise you.
His hair
was just sitting on stuff.
Yo,
I peeped that too. You funny as hell.
Yo. But I gotta give another air on that to Weezy. He definitely in his bag. Yo,
I missed that Weezy.
Yeah, he definitely be getting it in. Yo, but like I said, it's good to be back, man. Like I said, we've been gone for a week, and I swear I missed y'all. Yeah, I definitely missed doing this too, man. I was ready for last week, and like I said, I got a lot of announcements to make at the end of this podcast because we got some stuff that's coming up, and definitely, if one of my sidekicks right here step up his game for letting me know what's going on about this party situation. The Rico house party is all in this. Ain't no party without Rico house party, but we ain't getting nothing popping yet. What's going on?
I mean, y'all ready? If y'all ready, get in the comments. Y'all hit the share button. Y'all make sure y'all go check us out. 119 Media Group. We out here on YouTube and everything. What y'all doing?
People asking me too. They're like, "Yo, ain't y'all supposed to be throwing a party?" I've been announcing. Yeah, we're gonna get there though.
Tell them to check in.
Yeah,
tell them to check in. Tell us, give us a date.
We're gonna get there definitely real soon, man. Just like I said, we got a lot going on. I got a lot going on. I know everybody else at this table probably got a lot going on outside of work.
I ain't doing nothing.
Oh, well, my bad. But
Miss me with that bullshit.
But yeah, get into our comments, get into our emails. Let us know what's going on that y'all want to get. When we trying to get this party popping, and let's see what's going on. But today's topic though, man, we're gonna discuss some stuff that I really think is really something that we need to touch and see where the table sits at. I still got my questions to ruffle the table. But today's podcast is about RIP artists. I'm talking about we're gonna discuss all the artists that's dead and gone, and where you think they would be at today with certain stuff. So I got questions to see how people felt, where they was at, what they think. Like I said, we know there's how they say a plethora of them that went on to the to the upper room, and we probably miss and wish they was still putting out music. Or some people they still shine, their music still smacks right now, and some people music we don't even hear unless we decide to dig in the crates and pull it out. But other than that, like we trying to see where everybody head was at when certain artists was gone, and you have a great table discussion. So rest in peace, artists. I got a list. I mean, it's a long list, but I'm gonna mention some of these people.
Unfortunately,
yeah. I'll mention some of these people. And then some people might know them. Some people might not know some of these people that passed away. I mean, hey, but we all know the number ones and number twos, the Tupac Shakur, the Biggies.
Yeah, them a given though. That's a given.
One. Yeah, Big L, Freaky Ty. We know Jam Master Jay. We know Soulja Slim, Mac Dre, Proof.
Do people really know Soulja Slim though?
Some might not, but I like to touch everything because I know about Soulja Slim. Chink Drugs, Bankroll Fresh, XXXTentacion. Well, okay, I'm not good with pronouncing his name. Nipsey Hussle, Pop Smoke, Houdini, Huey, King Von.
The demon.
We got. Like I said, did I mention Pop Smoke?
Nah,
Pop Smoke.
I was waiting on it.
It's so many, man. It's so many. I'm trying to go back to how many people I saw.
Are we doing R&B also?
Yeah, we're doing R&B. We're doing everybody. We're doing everybody.
And you got to say R.I.P. to the god Aaliyah.
Oh yeah, definitely Aaliyah, the Whitney, the Michael Jackson, the Prince. It's like so many.
It's some ones we missing.
Yeah, it's a bunch of.
You sit back and really think of it though. Like, damn, we missing a lot of people, bro.
Yeah, definitely. Dag man, so many people that
R. Kelly.
Yo, you stupid for that one, yo.
My bad.
That nigga said R. Kelly.
Wow.
Yo, you was wilding. He about dead though.
I swear to God.
That nigga about dead. The shit that's coming out on this dude, yo, he's definitely about dead. Who else out here, man? So many, man. Jimi Hendrix. If anybody into Jimi Hendrix, I mean, he was definitely somebody that was vital. You got the Ray Charles. You got all of them. But
damn, I forgot Ray Charles.
Ray Charles, James Brown, the most sampled music ever out there. I mean, Prince. I think I said Prince. Did I say Prince? I might have said Prince, but.
I ain't heard Michael Jackson.
I said Michael Jackson.
Nah, he said Michael. He said it around the same time.
You just got to say his name.
Oh,
you gotta say it twice though. He different. He in a different stratosphere with shit.
Michael Jackson different. Okay, Mike Jack.
I watched an interview today about Michael Jackson, and he was like how he didn't like touring. Like he said it off camera. They were still recording. He said it off camera, and then like He's like, you got to be positive about touring. And then he was like, I love touring. And everybody just bust out laughing. He was like, but you know the truth.
Yeah,
I hate it. Like, I was like, man, this dude cold. Man.
He was funny. Like, you ever seen the I think his name is Eddie Griffin.
Yeah,
he did the interview on like how cool him and Mike was.
Bro, comedian,
Eddie Griffin. Yeah, listen, he was talking about how Mike is behind the scenes. He was like, man, Mike was one of the funniest motherfuckers you know. He was like, Mike was funny as hell. Like, really had a fucked up sense of humor though.
All right, so my first question is, man, who out of artists that passed away, who was your favorite out of anybody you could think of that was that's not fair. That's your favorite. I mean, I know it's not, but that's why it got to be a question that that make you think and make you like, who can you say that you think was
okay? But can we do one rap and one R&B?
You can okay. Do one rap and R&B. Who was your favorite artist that might have passed away and all that other stuff?
I ain't even gonna lie, like I love Biggie music, bro. Like I remember just being a kid listening to it, to growing up listening to it, and now I'll still like. It's not as much as I used to when I was younger, but even now I still like put it on. Or if I put my music on shuffle, I love to put music on shuffle.
So where was you when Biggie that passed?
I was with my dad. We was like on the block.
And then you heard it on the radio?
Nah, they was talking about it
on the radio, or just talking about it.
Like how we,
you talking about it now.
Him and some friends was just talking about it, and it was like, damn, son, like I told you, my dad from Jersey.
Yeah,
that shit hurt him. Like he ain't crying, man.
But I understand. Yeah, I understand. What I mean, like I said, that's what. So I want to know how you felt. How did you feel? You when you was too young to.
I was just looking at him like. I mean, I ain't never met him. Especially at that time, I was just looking like my dad. But my dad is like really like feeling some type of way about this dude. Like I'm thinking like he my cousin or something. Like damn, like I ain't even get to meet him. Like you know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
But now, like he told me, he just put the little cassette tape and we just rolled in the Cutlass. Just bumping.
I gotta say DMX.
Yo, yeah, I forgot to mention DMX. DMX too.
I gotta say
that's so fresh.
DMX Big Punt. Yeah, me too.
Like you be forgetting, but it's like, yo, like I'm from 8. That's when I started hearing his music. I was like 7, 8 when I started hearing DMX music. That's for me. That was that one, bro. Like what?
Mm-hmm.
That shit hurt. That shit, that shit actually hurt, bro. That shit fucked me up for a minute.
Where was you when you heard that DMX pass?
Bro, I was on my way to the crib and I was in a car and I scrolled past it and was like, wait, what the fuck? Then you gotta just jump in Google and like actually confirm. I'm like, yo, that really fucked me up for a minute, bro. Cause like I was listening to his songs prior to that. Like my grandmother passed, that We Miss You Grandma song with Faith. That was my shit when my great grandmother passed. What? I still listen to that, thinking about my great grandmother. So when he passed, it was like, oh shit, like damn, that's still one of my favorite songs for my grandmother.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. But for me, he was one of them ones, bro.
Who was one of your favorites? You know that passed away.
I would have to say Big.
Big too. Okay,
but I'm more interested in what would have came after.
That's a question. Listen, that's a question. We get in there. I just want to know.
I liked him as an artist because I just liked what he did.
Yeah,
but I was just curious as to what would have came after because everybody was anticipating
another album.
No,
what?
The Commission.
Commission. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. So where was you at when you found out he passed away?
Remember.
You don't remember? You don't remember where he was at?
That shit was a long time. That was like 20 years ago.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I remember
it 20 years ago.
Listen, he died in 90. He died in 90. 97. He died in 97. Pac died in 96. He died the year after the Pac.
24 years ago.
Yeah. Listen, I remember where I was at for mostly everybody that passed away that I heard about music wise. But my favorite was Aaliyah. And the reason why I was Aaliyah is because I had just met her, I think maybe 2 years or years prior, and she was like mad cool. I would have backstage passes at Summer Jam. That was the year that she was at Summer Jam. I don't know what year that was, but I had met her and she signed the book from Summer Jam for me and everything like that. She was back there with her brother, and like she was like one of the coolest people that was back there backstage that I met. So I was like, okay. And I was going to play basketball. I'll never forget summer, August, going to play ball, going to the court with my brother, and the radio came on and it was like, Aaliyah has passed away in a plane accident. I was like, really? I was like, nah, this is joke. Like, this is I thought this was a joke, like whatever. Like, and internet wasn't really popular. It was like 2001.
Yeah, they wasn't killing people off every day.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So I was like, yo, this was. Then I think I heard Angie Martinez. I think she still was on Hot 97 then by that time, and she mentioned it. I was like, yo, that's crazy. And I was like, I just remember meeting her 2 years prior, maybe a year. I don't know, whatever it was. And I just was like, wow, that was crazy. And I just was like, damn, Aaliyah gone. And I just wonder what kind of music. And then, you heard that, she was supposed to have been dating Dame at the time. And I was like, yo, I wonder how they feel and stuff. So it was kind of crazy with that whole.
I remember that.
That
came on like 106 in Park.
They showed
that.
It was like an all day thing. Well,
everybody cried. Yeah, they played every Aaliyah song on one. Damn, do y'all not remember 106 in Park?
Yeah,
damn.
Yeah, man.
That
106 in Park was so fire after school.
Place,
like 4 o'clock, like 4 to 6, right? Like,
bro,
that was the
freestyle Friday.
Freestyle Friday was
the basement was.
Listen,
was fire.
The basement was.
The basement was a vibe, bro.
But when you got to school the next day, the
girls
was
talking about 106 apart.
The girls
it was
talking
106
about
apart.
the basement. Like we'll be talking about the basement and who came through and who was rapping and whatnot.
And
but when you got around,
Reza, that was back when we thought Bow Wow was cool.
Nah, because he was
106 apart.
Bow Wow was cool.
We really thought I felt Bow Wow was cool.
His private jet.
No, Bow Wow was cool when I got like 20 something and realized I'm taller than you, and like his music stopped being good.
Like, but they had nothing to do with him. He was still cool.
His music wasn't good no more. Like by the time I got of age, he wasn't like his music wasn't good. I ain't looking at that same way.
Like his music catered to a certain audience.
That's what it was like. Because when I remembered him, the songs that was fire for me was the joint with him and Chris Brown, the joint with him and Omarion, Let Me Hold You. That shit was thumping. Then that's like I got older and it was just like, hey, bro, you low key ass for real. Like, I was like, you low key not good, bro. Like,
because just like they say Snoop found him.
Mm-hmm.
He was fired.
But Snoop told him to go to JD.
Because JD was used to
JD had him for a minute.
No, because JD had the ability to develop kids.
Yeah, because he had Chris Cross and he wasn't name.
At some point in time, he crossed paths with Puffy. They was talking about it. He was with Puffy for a quick second.
That must have been like way late in his career.
It must have. Okay, that's probably what it was.
Yeah, it must have been
late trying to revive his career or something. But he started off with JD.
And then you know what it was? It was the tough shit. Because by the time like we got older, I was like 15. We was in the streets now, and
we tried to act gangster.
It was like, nah, like I'm really in the streets. And you ass, like you not tough. You can't be talking tough. You've been rich since I was a kid. Like you not tough, bro. That's where it got like, you corny now.
But so to get back to our topic. So my thing is this. I'm gonna mention some artists that passed away, and we're gonna discuss where you think they would be at and now. Prime one I'm gonna speak of is Biggie. Where you think Biggie would be at now? Do you think he would be relevant now? Do you think he's still what he had? Could he still hold the test of time right now if Biggie was out right now, or could still put music out?
I mean, his music has stood the test of time.
That's what I was going with. Yeah,
I mean,
because I think I don't think he was one of those people that was stuck in the flow.
Yeah,
like a lot of the older people that can't make music now, they were stuck in the flow to an extent to where you couldn't do it no other way. I think Biggie had enough flows and he was a good enough writer to where he could have adjusted to the way they rap now. So he wouldn't sounded like them, but it would have fit. He would have been able to listen to it.
He probably would have been on the same level as Jay-Z.
I feel like it would have been that type of time. Like Jay-Z could still put out exactly and still rap,
like, and be considered.
Because Biggie can rap. Like he wasn't just a nigga that just was like on certain songs he can get in the pocket. No, he can really rap.
But check this out. Here's the flip to that. Had Big still been living, would Jay-Z be at the level he's at?
I don't think so.
Maybe not. I don't think the aura around Jay-Z would have been as much, but I still think he would have done.
When he died, everybody gravitated to Jay-Z.
Okay, but let's keep it a buck.
But he's the king of New York now.
Is Jay-Z where he is because of music? Like, do we look at? I don't feel, and that's where I switch. I don't think Jay-Z is Jay-Z because of music.
Not no more. I think
he showed you
he was a hustler. He showed you he was a hustler.
Like, but his aura surpassed music so long ago that he's not relevant because of music. If he would have stopped back which one we want to go? Which one we going to the Black Album?
Black Album,
Like you can understand like which one we can go that far back and say, if he stopped here, he'd still be Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Like his business put him in this like different echelon with other people to where I don't think nobody could have stopped that. He was going to be whoever he was going to be because he had the business mind to do so.
Hustle.
You get what I'm saying? I don't think Biggie being around could have stopped him from having that drive. It probably would have switched the gears and shifted where he went, but I still think he would have been.
Somebody said Jay-Z. They said he wouldn't have been. He said he would have been with Big in the commission, so he wouldn't have been as big as he is now.
No, I don't think so. I really don't.
I don't think he
I don't
would
either.
have been with him.
Because
Shout to my boy Duck.
because it would have been a battle between who's the best between him and all three of them, because there's people who really ride for Nas like that.
Yeah.
But
I mean, Nas had a good ride.
But I think Nas and
at the top, he had a good
Nas
ride
and
at the
Jay-Z was on. I think that was as big as it was because it was a good reflection of Biggie and Tupac. Because when everybody compared it, it was Jay-Z is the Biggie and Nas was the Tupac, the deep poetry rapper.
Yeah.
Like it was that type of comparison that blew that up so much more.
But Tupac had already
No,
passed rap.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
No,
but
I'm
the
saying,
comparison was
I get
because of that.
No, I agree with the comparison, but I'm saying I think Pop really got bigger because of the stuff that he did outside of rap also.
Okay.
Yeah, the movies help.
Well, before the
movies help though.
Just the public speaking and going to different like colleges and stuff like that and speaking on what's going on in the.
So that's the next artist.
He
So you
reached a
think,
different demographic though.
so you think, do you think Pac would still be relevant right now if he was still alive?
Yeah,
I don't think Pac would be a rapper.
I think
You don't think
Pac,
he'll be a rapper no more?
I think he'd be locked up.
I don't think Pac would have
Really?
stayed alive. No, I just don't see a scenario in which Pac stay alive.
I don't care what y'all say, man. He was ignorant.
Very much so.
He was ignorant. He
I
just had that. He had
no
that
love
ignorant
for the way that
mentality
shit
about
happened.
him that sometimes he would just black out and then fuck it.
But
I don't think the nigga- I don't think he was real.
I think his persona would have toned down though. Because
No,
if
I
he
don't.
really, you don't think so?
I feel like
He probably
Tupac was the
would've
type of
pushed.
person. We know niggas like Tupac.
He
Yeah.
would have
You
kept
switch
pushing.
based on who you around. I can't. Who you were was based upon who you were around. Because you weren't Tupac when you was with who's the
Digital Underground.
Digital. That wasn't you.
Nah,
You get what I'm saying? That wasn't you when you was with them.
he was making party music.
Even after you left Digital Underground, before the period where you met Suge, that wasn't your music.
Yeah.
You made Brenda's Got a Baby before you met with Suge. All your music prior to Suge was a totally different vibe. Once you got with Suge, the gangster persona hit. I don't respect that. I feel like you molded to fit who you were around. You died trying to be down in something that you had no business trying to be down in. You're a multimillionaire trying to be blood, trying to gangbang, and trying to jump somebody that had nothing to do. You are not blood. Why are you in this fight? I don't see a situation where Pac would have stayed alive because I feel like you would have done that so many other ways.
It says Pac was outspoken when he wasn't supposed to be. That's what OG said.
But Pac is one of those people
Somebody said
where
the government
all
killed
your
him?
outspoken,
said the
all your
government would've
outspoken
killed him.
shit went out the window the moment you tried to gangbang. It doesn't go out the window, but it's overshadowed.
So someone agreed with his. They said either the government he'd have been killed by the government or he'd have been locked up. So
That government is so weird. Like, why y'all? We know who killed him.
oh yeah, we know who killed him. I'm just saying. But
why, why does it have to be a conspiracy?
because I think the reason why this is because his mother, the ties to his mother. That's probably also too because she was who she was, and then he was
if they would have killed her, we would have agreed. I could agree with that.
Yeah,
He didn't know. He was no.
He
That's
didn't even,
no.
but he really didn't even talk.
He wasn't even. That's what I'm
talk
saying.
like
You
that.
weren't even
Yeah.
tapped
He
into
was
that
talking
black
about
party.
black and white problems every
Yeah.
blue moon, but to me, it just sounded like he was a motherfucker rambling.
I feel
He
like
ain't say nothing that nobody didn't know.
I feel like you had a
everybody-
good message, but it was the wrong messenger. That matters, bro. When you got a red flag on spitting at the camera, it's hard to take what you say in differently. It's hard for me to take you as the solution when you given so many
something,
problems.
Man, if nothing is invented, you can't. Something has to be invented for you to tell a story about something different, right? That shit Tupac said wasn't nothing. He said some shit that had already been said.
I ain't gonna say that.
Yeah,
he had some
said
deep
some
ass
shit.
songs that like.
I'm talking about
that.
the interviews.
Oh, okay.
Because everybody looked at him like he was such a brilliant mind.
But you gotta
But I
realize,
feel
realize
like,
that-
honestly,
no,
though,
but
I really do think he was a really smart person.
But
I'm not saying he. I'm not
I
saying
think
he
he
wasn't
was.
smart. He acted ignorant.
That's a fact.
He acted ignorant, and the stuff that he would say in those interviews, like the jail interview, that's been said before.
Mm-hmm. But like I said, you gotta remember something. You probably wasn't the only audience, so he probably did tap into some people that didn't know that stuff. So that's why I was saying. But to us, it might sound repetitive because he brought your message out there. So
and it ain't got to be by somebody celebrity. I could have heard that from somebody I've been around.
Yeah, you're right.
But we also have to acknowledge that the platform
That he
matters.
has, yeah.
When you have that big of a platform and you say something, it is magnified. You can say the most surface level shit. It sounds deeper coming from somebody that everybody's looking at. But especially when a lot of rappers weren't talking about it at the time.
That's one of the problems we have with society right now is people look at celebrities to be intelligent mind people. Just like Steve Harvey, all of a sudden he's a fucking relationship counselor. Nigga, you had 2 fucking marriages you can't get through.
But listen, you gotta remember something though. Most people speak off of experience. If you experience something, you're gonna tell you. So you might turn to become a messenger.
We look at celebrities.
Some people do.
Okay, look at your phone.
Yeah,
they give you all kind of celebrity news all the fucking time.
Oh yeah, that means that's
no fucking news. I don't care about that.
That's you know,
it's not fucking news.
No notification.
So like, okay, so no.
News is we about to go to war. That's news.
You've been real quiet on this one, Rico. I ain't really hear too much. We waiting. Come on, talk to us.
Talking about Tupac the wrong way. He don't like it.
We got time. Talk to us.
I don't like it. I mean, I don't, but at the same time, I'm not disagreeing fully with you. Like, he did say some ignorant things. He did have some real ignorant actions, and I do believe like it was the cause of them. But I also think just like you said, when you're in front of that camera and everybody's watching you, and a certain demographic supports you, and the light bulb starts ticking, like, you know what? He might be right. It could be the same thing Lucha's saying, he is saying.
Facts.
He's saying, I'm saying, but the right person say it, it don't matter. It don't matter. They can become a vessel just like everybody else.
Like I said, depends on your audience.
I just don't see a situation in which he would have stayed living, honestly.
Well, because he had music for years.
All right,
he's still putting out albums.
We're going to the next person. What about Nipsey Hussle?
That's a tough one because nobody cared about Nipsey. Well, I'm not gonna say nobody. The large majority of the world did not give a fuck about Nipsey Hussle music. Nipsey Hussle as a person, what he stood for was bigger than his music will ever be. His music became big because once he died and people saw the impact that he had, it was, oh shit, let me go. It's the curiosity. Let me go check it out now. Then you start to realize, oh shit, that's dope. That was. But like who he was and who he stood for was so much bigger than his music. He's not known because of music. He made good music, but who he was outside of music, the stand-up person that he was, what he stood on, the morals, what he did for his community, all of that is what makes up the aura of Nipsey Hussle. It ain't the music, I promise.
You got the same thing to say, Rico, about your boy? That's your boy.
You already know, like, it's more than, but he hit the key points. It's more than the music. Like I always tell y'all, when I do go back and listen and I go back and watch interviews and everything, he's always trying to teach you. Fact. He is the motivation.
That's
like,
a fact.
He's motivating you to do for you and your people. Like if I'm gonna get some money and y'all been loyal and y'all down, I'm gonna teach y'all how to do it. I ain't just gonna do it and just give it to you. I'm gonna teach you how to do it. I've never heard another artist yet to put an album out strictly. Everything is on him, like the production, beginning to the end. All these are if I'm bringing somebody outside, it's with my money. I'm not asking nobody else to put up.
I'm saying like
with that,
I was never a Nipsey Hussle fan. I wasn't. You know, I never listened to none of his music. Yeah. If it came on like satellite radio, that's about as far as it went with me.
Yeah,
you know, but I appreciate the guy.
But
I appreciate what he did.
You ever checked out any of his interviews?
No.
That's how I learned about crypto.
Factual.
That's how I learned about crypto.
He was talking about.
I didn't have the money to put into it, but I promise you, that's how I learned.
He was talking about ownership before it was trendy.
He was a young boy talking about it.
I own.
He was like 19, 20, talking about like, yo, own your shit.
I own all my masters. I'm gonna sell this CD for $100.
and it's sold.
And I don't have to sell 1 million. I can sell 10,000 and make the same amount of money that you gonna make for 1 million because I own it.
Mhm.
That's what brought me in the very first, like we was talking about the smack. When I seen Nipsey, he was talking about, he was like, why you didn't buy no gold chains? And I'm trying to get some real estate.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do with a gold chain in 2 years? I can't do nothing with it.
I can't do nothing with it. But I can take this. If I need some money, I could borrow off the land that I own.
He was talking about it
stuff
before
that I need to do.
it was cool to talk about it. Like
this
he
is
was
like
one of them people.
2009, 2010. Like
That's what I'm saying. If you never seen him for the music, if you're not a fan of the music, you got to go back and look at like his interviews, because the interviews will make you like the music more. Because I wasn't the best. I wasn't really a big fan of his.
I'm about to say
like
the
the way
flow
he rapped.
The flow wasn't always the best.
Once you hear it,
but
once you hear the interviews,
you
it's
hear
like
the growth.
you hear what he's talking about in the music. It's like, damn.
Like like
you visualize it differently once you know the person
you know his
behind
background.
it.
You know who he is, and he never hid behind.
And he was real right. Just
You
from a
know what
nigga
I'm
that's in the streets, like, bro, he was real right. He tapped in wherever he went and was respected. So it's like it's a different level of respect for him and his music.
Next artist, Pop Smoke.
Oh man,
Do you think he could have followed the first success?
Hell yeah, he was still locked in with 50. If 50 can't do nothing else, 50 can produce a star. 50 took him and changed his whole style, bro. Listen,
I don't know about producing a star,
but realize, did you hear how good that album was?
Oh no,
the
no.
Mixtape, I'm saying like the mixtape prior was a completely different sound. Once, because I mean, none of them really had an aura though. Think about it. Who really had the personality? Pop Smoke had everything lit, and once 50 took him, that whole album is a completely different sound than what he had.
Meet the Woo too.
It was a completely, and it worked crazy. I swear, I couldn't see a fall off from him though.
No, he was taking off.
It was only up from there.
It was only up. Yeah, I
50,
agree.
And 50 built the game. Yeah, so you got to give him credit.
Yeah, and then another
and
another thing is, like I said, he was in his bag early. With that, I definitely give him. I mean, I listen to his music now, so hey, I'm not disappointed. I mean, I don't know if he could have kept. I don't know how many albums could have kept that same vibe though.
But that's the thing.
Yeah.
If you listen to some of the newer music that's coming, a lot of it is different. It's a totally different vibe. He was sampling and touching.
What's the dude?
Everything,
the dude CJ. He sounds just like him, but he not him.
I know
CJ something.
I know you're talking about. I know you're talking about the dude who put out the real Rolacking or something like that.
Yeah, I can't stand him because he sounds just like Pop Smoke.
But he can't rap as good, which is crazy. He don't rap as well, but he has the sound.
Yeah, he got the sound down pat, but he don't got the same aggression. It ain't the same.
Pop Smoke just had in certain people, even if you don't have the lyrics, he had an aura. I'm still young enough to tap in with his aura was just crazy with the young kids, bro. Everybody just gravitated towards
him. He definitely had a following, like everybody.
But once you have that, it's nowhere you can go.
Especially nowadays. Nowadays.
I'm in the club, so when I heard it in the club,
welcome to the party. I'm with the mother. What?
I'm like,
see, it's a different vibe.
Went crazy in there, bro. Everywhere went crazy.
Everybody is wearing Dior now. Everybody was wearing. It was Chanel and Gucci, but they forget
about that. They forgot about where the Dior shirts start popping up at now.
On Dior now,
bro. Get that boy his flowers.
So I'm
not eating. You right. He had that it factor. Facts.
I didn't really understand the whole Pop Smoke thing.
Yeah.
But we understand.
I was riding in the car, I had a couple of drinks, I was mellowed out, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it kept playing this song over the radio over and over. The one,
Welcome to the Party?
No.
Dior?
No.
Welcome to the Woo? Like, which one? Because there was a lot of them on the radio in rotation,
You want to meet the Woo?
Yeah.
It's got a video where it's just showing his car riding.
Oh, that
I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Not Bugatti, the one with him and Travis Scott.
Nah.
Because that's the whole
I'm
video.
A thief in the night, something like that.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't talk about. The one, the song. Yeah. That's the one. Yeah, I didn't talk about.
They played it so much that I really.
Well, it's called Gotti. It ain't called Bugatti.
I had to listen. I really listen to it.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah, it ain't as bad as I thought it was.
Some songs do grow on you.
I do like the song.
Once you get in the right song, in the right situation, right area, right place, that should have catch you.
Yeah,
because I was, I had heard it before, but
it was like, yeah.
But then, I like really listen to
Yeah,
it,
it
I'm
hit.
like, oh shit.
But that's the time to listen when you in the car.
Yeah.
Nah, I tried to
when you
hold
A lot
already
of songs
vibing.
hit different.
I
A lot
tried
of
to
songs
listen
hit
to some of his other stuff, and I was like,
listen, like, bro, once he got with 50, I feel like so much of his music elevated, it went crazy. He still was good prior, don't get me twisted. But that album, bro, like it hit, everything hit on that back to back. It was like you didn't have to skip really nothing. It went
It's a vibe.
over and over and
The whole
over
album a
again.
vibe.
Next artist. What about Big Pun? Do you think he would have made more albums after what's the name, or would he been relevant?
I think his
I think he would've been on
stature
the same
is
level as Fat Joe.
I think his stature is what it is because of his passing. I don't feel like he would have sustained.
He was a better lyricist.
No,
than Fat
it
Joe.
is. He was 100%. I just personally don't think he would have sustained long term.
He would have been.
I don't
He
think he
probably would have
would've.
took the ride Fat Joe took.
Yeah, you was hot for a little while, but you consistently put out music, but it never really go. I don't, because I
He
think he
stayed-
really.
I don't know. I'm a little.
He would.
I'm a
He
little
probably would have did
perplexed
just like
on
Fat
Big
Joe.
Pun.
Stay
I
in the
think-
game long
'cause-
enough to make yourself that relevant person like him,
'Cause I
Busta Rhymes, all of them. They on that same kind of level. It's like you can be featured on a song and people might not really like it, but they respect you
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think he was fine
because he's looked
got
at it. He's looked like
the
he's
song
looked,
with Joe. I think he was really starting to find like what was going to work for him.
But
Nah.
I don't think he.
You don't think
I don't
so?
think
Nah.
he was making like. I don't
Nah,
think
he
his
just-
own songs.
He just had a
I
banger.
don't think he was gonna be able to make a lot of those. Like a lot of
He would have been like Ja
like his
Rule
own
then.
shit. You get what I'm saying?
Ja Rule lasts for a long
And it's
time.
crazy
like
because he
that.
really,
Yeah,
really
but
could
Ja
rap.
Rule
though.
but that-
lasts for
but
a long
Pun
time.
really could rap.
But you
though.
only had one.
Style.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
like,
a fact.
Because
though.
see, that's kind
That's
of
a fact.
that's kind of like with Fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
He almost got caught up in that
Yeah. I'm about to say
Yeah.
almost.
with
but
Lil
yeah.
Mo.
Yeah.
He almost
He
got caught
started
up in that
wilding.
same
Yeah.
thing.
He started wilding though. Like, listen,
Yeah,
he came back and started shaking shit up. Though.
Yeah, because he when he was with that Little Mo thing, he was
Yeah.
riding that
All
wave,
of-
and then
yeah, he was- and he was killing it.
Fluids, what's the name?
Nah,
But
you're bugging.
But he did drop an album that was fire though.
somebody said Pun Flow was the closest to Big, versatile, and
wildin'.
always held his own, and
No.
he had a fan
heard him on
base.
some. I heard him on some freestyle. So
Listen,
real for
hey,
real.
I don't know.
Very
I-
much
you
so.
know,
If we're talking about on songs,
But,
Like,
that's what I'm saying.
I said,
I think
not
he
on
was. I think he
songs.
was finding his groove though.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, I can say I ain't gonna lie, I love Pun. So
I
when
think he was
when
finding
he was
his
around, he was
I don't-
doing him.
I don't
See,
know if he.
me,
I don't
I
like his
haven't-
music.
I
Like I don't
haven't
like
heard-
his
I haven't heard-
songs. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like,
enough.
But
music.
production could have changed later on, though.
it could have. I
Yeah.
just feel like as a rapper, he's up there with some of the best of them. Like I feel like he really could rap. But I just feel like as songs go, I don't think he was gonna have a lot of like bangers. Like I don't. That's just me though.
Next artist, we're gonna go to R&B. We're gonna go to Aaliyah.
Mm.
We think
Hell
Aaliyah.
yeah.
We think Aaliyah would be at today.
Stratosphere.
Stratosphere. Think she'd have been.
I
Who
think-
she would have surpassed
Listen,
R&B wise?
I think Rihanna is like Aaliyah, not all the way vocals, but just like
The
how-
aura.
the aura, and how people follow her. And
Like,
like
when you think
whatever
about it,
if
Rihanna
she
don't
would've
got a lot
gotten-
of music.
When
Yeah, she don't.
When she would have got into that like entrepreneurship, man, Aaliyah
Right.
could sell you anything. I see a Aaliyah shirt every day.
Nah.
I see a Aaliyah shirt every day. The women would have followed her.
I
Lipstick,
think. First of all, I don't
hair,
think a lot of
whatever.
female
What-
singers would have been popping if Aaliyah was
So
popping.
if Aaliyah was alive, would it be a Beyonce?
Bro, no, I don't think Beyonce could have reached what Beyonce would have reached if there was somebody. Think about it though. When Beyonce rose to the top, who the fuck was stopping her? It's the same with Nicki Minaj. When you were going up, who was there to like stop you from going?
So no Beyonce if Aaliyah was alive.
I don't think Beyonce
What?
would be
Y'all
Beyonce
crazy
without
as
Aaliyah.
hell.
I don't think she would have been Beyonce without
Beyonce
Aaliyah.
was already here. Before she died.
She was in the group.
She was in a group.
but
Yeah,
you
she was a
knew-
solo.
No.
But you
listen,
knew.
we're
you
not
knew-
saying
you
she
knew.
wasn't going to be a star. We're
What?
saying would she still be
That's crazy.
Who she is.
megastar
So,
B?
so if y'all don't
if there
agree
was
to that,
nobody
so
else?
if y'all don't agree that Beyonce was still gonna be Beyonce, then how you gonna say that about Jay-Z?
Because at the time Jay-Z was already
What?
coming into
No,
it.
crazy.
Beyonce was inside of a girls group. I'm just saying.
But you knew
But-
inside the girls group, you knew she was the leader. She
Listen,
was gonna
listen,
end up
listen,
taking
listen.
off.
I'm just saying.
Bro,
I
I was
think
there,
Aaliyah.
bro. I was there. I seen it, bro.
We're at the same age. Stop saying that. Like what are you talking about? We're the same age, bro.
Put your
Yeah.
hat back on.
Yo, so
I didn't tell Red. Put your hat back on.
Yo, so
Bruh, like,
Aaliyah,
what?
so no Beyonce if Aaliyah was here. Aaliyah,
No, we're not gonna say no Beyonce.
That's right.
I-
She should hit that level.
It would have been. It would have been
Beyonce
easy.
alone. All right.
It wouldn't have been as easy to take over everything.
So
if
no-
you would
so-
have had somebody
so-
as
all right.
big as Aaliyah. Did.
So no Rihanna, no Rihanna if Aaliyah had.
Mary.
But Mary J was like,
Mary J
I
is-
think Mary's like a 90 artist though. Like, she's
no,
not-
Mary
was already solidified.
Mary's in her
She was
old
already-
lane.
she
Yeah, she already
was-
solidified.
She was, there's nothing
Yeah.
you can
She
do with Mary.
solidified, but
Yeah.
she was on her way down.
She,
But
no,
now-
she caught
the
Wayne with some
the
shit
time that
though.
Aaliyah died.
Wait a minute. When
No,
did
I'm
Aaliyah
talking
die?
about when she
2001.
died. Yeah.
So it's been 20 years since she's been gone. I really think
You
that,
know what, Naidi? You might be right. But I don't know.
Listen.
You might be right on that though. I can't lie.
That's what
He
I'm
said-
trying to
he
tell
said
you.
Beyonce was
Nah,
more
nah,
When I'm sitting here
on
thinking about it
Jay-Z
though,
when Big passed.
No, that my boy Duck and Pro. Shout
yeah.
out
Now
to my
that I think
dog.
about that, you might be on to something because
He said Beyonce was more on than Jay-Z when Big passed.
So
So
she
that's
was,
why I'm
yeah,
trying to
yeah,
tell
yeah,
you.
yeah,
I'm
Aaliyah,
saying, but-
Aaliyah was there, but Beyonce was already here, brother.
Yeah, she was there.
I
but
don't
you-
think
yeah.
she would be Queen
Queen
B.
B.
I don't think she would be
She was already
undisputed.
on that lane.
No, she
Bruh,
wasn't.
no, she
Bro.
wasn't.
When
That
Aaliyah-
group?
when-
No, she was on that way. She was
Not
on
in
the
that
way.
group.
Bro, she
She
leaded
was
every
still
time.
in the group, bro. Like we're
When
just
did she
saying,
not
we're
lead?
just saying.
I'm just saying, when
I
did she
think
not
I
lead?
think the trajectory would have been different
Answer
if
the
you had
question.
another
Answer-
superstar
just
there with
answer-
you. That's it.
Just answer the question. When did she not lead? She not one of those other play
We're not
groups.
saying
She
wasn't
didn't
gonna
lead.
be,
She's
like,
saying that her
I
level wouldn't
love
have been
Kelly.
here.
I love Kelly,
she's
but Kelly never
unfucking
could
like
overtake.
right
She's
now.
undeniable.
Beyonce might be unquestionably the biggest female act in the fucking world, right?
Yeah.
That's not questionable.
That's what I'm saying. I just said unquestionable.
Okay.
Biggest female act in the fucking world. You're telling me that Aaliyah rising because she would have been there before her.
Yeah.
She would have got because Beyonce was still in the group. Beyonce, fucking Aaliyah would have still rose faster. You're telling me it would have still been Beyonce, the most undisputed fucking female artist in the world, if Aaliyah was still right there being who she was.
In
It would have been
2001.
more of a debate.
2001, that was close to the group. The group ended in 2003.
Yeah, like something
Yeah.
like that.
Like
2004.
2003.
I look at it
But
like
it
this.
was already
But
rumbles. I remember
but
it was
look
already
what Aaliyah had
rumbles.
done.
It would've
Aaliyah had
been-
done put a movie out. Aaliyah was on top of the fucking world when
She
she
was.
died.
And
though.
listen, and she would have still been going, but Beyonce still would have been going.
I don't
too.
think that. I don't think.
I think.
that,
I mean,
wouldn't be at-
she's-
okay,
She's
we can-
gone. She's gone. But I'm
Let's
saying
agree
she's
at this
gone.
point. Let's agree at this point.
I think we just missed one of the best, like, competitive R&B eras that we probably would have
Can
ever
we agree
seen.
that she would not be considered unquestionably the biggest female artist in the world? We can
I really
debate
can't.
semantics,
I
but I
really
cannot
can't.
say that. How could you say undisputed if Aaliyah was going to be right there? It can't be undisputed if there's another person at the top.
Man, listen,
I'm gonna tell you
there are
like
a lot
this.
of people that get in the ring.
They just released.
Just like Jay-Z and Nas.
Isn't that what I
They
said?
was both
If you're
considered
saying,
at the
if you're
top of the
saying
pile.
that, then you
And
can't
everybody
say
had
that
their opinions
Jay-Z was
about
going to
it.
just be whoever he was. If Big was here, you can't agree to that.
What
That's
did
what I
hold on,
said
hold on.
earlier.
Hold on.
Big was-
What did I say? I said Jay-Z to me isn't Jay-Z because of music. I think he is what he is, the aura, because
would-
of
But he
the
wouldn't
business
have- but
decisions
this is what,
behind
this
it.
is
Well,
what
we
I'm trying to
talking
tell you.
about at
He
the
wouldn't have,
time-
he wouldn't have been able to get those same
At the
opportunities.
time-
is
You
what
don't
you're
think
saying.
you don't think
At
he
the
would have?
time
No,
of
no,
Big
no, no.
passing.
Do you
I'm
think that he
comparing-
would have? But listen.
No, I told you I
To
agree
me,
with
Jay-Z
Jay-Z.
wasn't Jay-
Jay-Z
to-
gonna
to me,
become whoever he
Jay-Z
was,
was-
but I also think Beyonce was gonna become whoever she was.
She would have been, but
The Rock is what formed me. Listen, I got introduced to Jay-Z from The Rock. That's my introduction to him.
See,
so I can't
am
speak
introduced-
on
I'm-
who he would have been
But listen,
prior to.
I am introduced
I came to him
Jay-Z
as The Rock.
as like Biggie, little homie.
See, and that's my thing. I wasn't checking for him then.
See,
So
that's-
to
that's-
me, I peeped him when I said
Showing
The
his
Rock.
age.
We're the
Showing
same
his
age,
He's
bro.
showing his
What the
age.
fuck?
He's
Okay,
showing his
listen,
age.
I knew who he was.
That was a good one right there.
I knew who he was,
Okay,
but I
man.
was not peeping him. I wasn't a fan. The Rock is what brought him to me. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I understand.
I was introduced to Jay-Z as a member of The Rock.
Mhm.
So to me, I feel like you
A
would have
member
met
of the Rock.
Yeah,
Well, I
'cause
mean, he was the
just
face of
probably
the
like
shit. I mean, but
Beanie Siegel and all them.
who? What?
The Rock.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it was
But you said
that was a
A
camp.
member.
We're not.
It
We're
was
not,
Beanie
leader
Siegel.
of the
we're
Rock.
not disputing that.
I'm
Rico,
just
we
saying,
know he was the
just
leader.
hearing it just sound crazy
Okay,
to me.
well, I
So
met
how
him,
you know
I
about
met
The
him
Rock?
as-
You don't know who Beanie Siegel is.
I know who Benny Siegel is. What are you talking about?
You looked at me like, what?
Oh no,
No,
I thought you were saying like Benny was bigger than him. That's how.
No,
I was
no,
like,
no,
okay.
no.
Yeah, but like
I was saying
that's
he was
how
a
I
part
met
of
him.
The Rock.
I met
Yeah.
him as that group. So to me, in my knowledge, he would have still been Jay-Z because he was with that group. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's where he got his fame at. So can I say that you still wouldn't be who you were if that person didn't pass? Because you still was gonna meet that group, would you not? Or if we're saying
But
we're
that's-
saying
but
he
that's
wouldn't
what-
have met them.
But that's what they're saying. Jay-Z wouldn't have been creating this group. He would have been a part of part of a group if Biggie wasn't there, and
Yeah,
me
they would've
and
did the
you are
commission.
both like
Ain't no telling
we're
how that'll
disagreeing
turn.
with that. But
Oh well, no.
and that's what-
Okay,
and
but
that's when
I have to switch sides then, because if we're saying that Biggie being alive means he wouldn't have met Dame and joined and made the Rocket. If we're saying that's off the table, then no, I don't feel like Jay-Z would have still been Jay-Z. I have to switch sides. Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
That's why I'm saying, like,
Yeah, I
you
got to
can't agree
switch.
to that
Yeah,
if you're saying that about
Because they
you
had
can't agree.
plans on making that
Yeah,
commission.
100%. I would have to take that off the
Ain't no
table.
telling how that
so
would
now
have
we
spin.
good.
Yeah, because
so now we good. So
because now that we're taking that off the table,
wait a minute,
yeah.
no, then you can't agree
Yeah.
to that if you're gonna say that with this. You see what
You're
I'm
right.
saying?
You're right. 100%. You're right. Because if we take that off the table, I can't see Jay-Z being Jay-Z.
Yeah, and like I said, I think a lot of people influenced a lot. I mean, had a play in this that passed away. Had a lot of play, and and other people advancing stuff like that. But my next question is, I could go on for another artist, but I just wanted to mention them real quick. But my next question about any artist that passed away, do you think that their album success was their last album before they passed? Success was due to their death. Do you think death? Do you think death enhances their album sales?
100%.
Speaking of
I don't
DMX,
know.
do you think if DMX was alive for his last album, do you think it would have sold as much as it would?
Hell no. Hell no.
Not what I heard.
But the thing to it is
no
like
disrespect
this.
to my dog, but oh my god,
That's a thing now.
Yeah,
That's a thing that happens now.
but he was already
Because
working on that album.
older artists that passed didn't get that blaze like that and sell a whole bunch of albums afterwards.
Tupac's still selling albums.
No.
I'm talking about like
Aaliyah still selling albums. They just put albums. They just actually put albums for able to be streamed, and it shot up on the charts.
Because that's a thing
Now, yeah.
Well, I'm saying they still artists.
Back in those days, internet wasn't heavy like that.
No, but they still
So the
was putting
artists-
albums out.
Yeah, they were still putting albums out, but they wasn't getting that like it happens now. Like, okay, they say go and drop Aaliyah's album.
I mean,
Next thing
the
you know,
reason
they
they
sold
stopped-
5 million in 10 minutes. That shit don't happen back then.
I agree to that.
It don't happen like that.
Not for everybody, but
Back in the back,
that
y'all
first.
gotta
I remember when
remember-
that first album
y'all gotta
came out.
remember, man.
after
Back in,
Tupac-
So we're
after
not gonna-
Tupac-
so we
No,
gonna act like
no,
Life
no, I'm
After
saying,
Death
I
didn't-
remember that.
So we gonna act
Like,
like Life After
Death
Death didn't go
come
super
after-
platinum.
Yeah.
Like, nah,
No,
like
what
that
I'm
shit's
saying
still
is-
so
Yeah.
crazy.
I'm saying something like this right here.
Yeah,
Back in the early 90s, this shit wasn't happening.
yeah, we had a cassette tape.
We didn't have this
Little
real.
Walkman.
We didn't have everything real time like this.
That would have been at the flea
You had
market
to-
Saturday. I
somebody-
promise you.
You know,
Somebody at the barbershop would have had
you
that
got
shit
to
on
Oh,
time.
you got
had
to
a
think
chance
about
to
it, man.
get it,
Y'all
but it
don't
wasn't-
y'all don't understand how this shit worked. Back before motherfuckers was carrying this shit right here,
I just told you. I
you
got the
had
cassette tape
beepers
from the.
so you had to catch this shit like through a whole chain of command
Yeah,
before you
Word of
found
mouth.
out what was going on.
I'll go to the flea market.
It wasn't no that.
Oh, I'm telling you,
You know
bro.
what I'm saying?
Listen,
You would get-
every time.
You know, say somebody,
some music, it
especially
was
like
at the
people from
flea
up
market.
north,
Yeah.
people from up north that had relatives up north would actually call, yo, you heard such and such, such. You're like,
Yeah.
what? Because it wasn't big to talk about black art, hip hop artists on the fucking TV. They didn't care.
I gotta agree. I
Yeah, I mean, it's
My-
definitely
my-
different
my-
times.
He got
Look,
dark
look,
with it
listen.
just now.
Listen, because my whole
she got all
life,
dark
Lil Wayne
just
been
now.
on
There
TV.
was nobody's to
Yeah.
TV.
I'm saying
There
Lil
were
Wayne been-
nobody's. These motherfuckers started off being on night shows.
Yeah, you're right. Like the Arsenio Hall show and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
shit
Yeah,
like that made
Yeah.
it mainstream to
For the-
yeah, we want to see these dudes,
Yeah,
man.
'cause
we
Arsenio
need
Hall brought
y'all
them
put them
up. Yeah.
on these other shows.
What it was on before?
Like them shows come on fucking 11, 12 o'clock at night.
Yeah, or Saturday Night Live. Shit like
Yeah,
that. Shows
and it
like
was
that.
rare.
Yeah.
I mean, but Saturday Night Live is like one of the biggest.
You
like,
gotta think
yeah,
about it, man. You think about it.
exhibitions.
Do you really
No,
think?
No, it always been.
Do you really think?
Not in
You know,
the first-
Dan
not the
Rather
first
would
year.
have
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
2
probably
live
the
crew
first
on
year.
this show.
In the 80s,
No,
bro,
the first year.
look up the numbers. In the 80s, bro, that was like the show.
show,
to be
yeah,
on.
it was.
I thought they didn't kick up till late 80s, early 90s.
No, it was the
I'm
80s.
wrong.
No, because
Bro, I'm
that's
telling
where
you.
that's what a lot of people got. Discover
what-
that Eddie
yeah.
Murphy, all of them was saying they did
I'm
that
about
other
to say,
stuff. I
if
mean,
you
The
like,
closest-
if you about to become
You know
a
what the
star,
closest?
you get on
You know
Saturday
the
Night
closest.
Live.
The
Gotcha.
closest
Everybody
you got
watching.
to like really seeing hip hop artists back in the days was
Live. And on
Video
and
Music
Living
Box.
Color.
no
what?
Saturday if they showed a hip hop artist on fucking Soul Train.
You're right. You're right. Definitely right. That's
Saturday.
Yeah, that's
That's the closest we could get to that shit.
back in the day. Soul Train.
We didn't hear about these motherfuckers. We see the album covers, but to see them actually live, we had to wait to Saturday and hope like hell that Don Cornelius booked a rapper. Shit, because you
That
going
shit
there and be
sound rough.
fucking Jody Watley.
Y'all
know what I'm
niggas is
saying?
going through it, bro.
They be-
That shit
They could
sound
be
rough.
cool in the fucking gang. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Man, y'all was watching
Hip-hop-
it. Don't do that.
hip-hop started-
But don't act like you
Hold
wasn't
up.
watching it. Though.
yeah,
You
we
was
did.
ready.
Oh, you was
But
watching.
hip hop started picking up.
Yeah.
So they would book one every blue moon until it's like, yo, these motherfuckers making noise over here.
Mhm.
Book them.
All right. So my next question about RIP artists is this: what is your favorite song from any artist that may have passed away? That's gone. Your favorite song. Your favorite. One of your favorite songs. Doesn't matter
Shit, I know
It gotta
mine
be-
off top.
If it doesn't, it don't have to be the same artist that you mentioned.
Let me
It could be
take
anybody.
the lead on this one.
All right.
Yeah, please.
Your favorite song from anybody that passed away.
Big 10 Crack Commandments.
Great song. Even Lil Kim.
Favorite, though?
That's
Oh,
a favorite.
yeah.
Lil Kim remade
He
that.
killed that shit.
Yeah,
He
he did.
did, but your favorite though?
Yeah, he killed that.
It ain't long enough for me.
Oh, yeah.
No, I love the song.
He
It just
dropped
ain't long
that
enough
shit
to
on
be
that
my
song.
favorite.
I'll say DMX slipping.
Okay.
Great song. Great song.
Great song. Definitely.
Yeah, that will have to be one of the ones that I still listen to. Like,
I'm gonna
Nah,
give
that
y'all.
ain't the
I'm gonna
one,
give y'all
though.
the recent. I go with King Von.
Okay.
that's
Crazy
my
story,
guy. That's
bro.
my
I
guy.
listen, and I love Big, and I love X. Damien is a close. I love that
Ooh,
song.
Damien for
I don't,
Damien,
I
Damien
don't
is a
know
good
what
one.
it is about that song. I
Listen,
get
bro,
scared because
listen, bro,
sometimes
we
it's like,
talking crazy.
Yeah, it's like
That should be good though.
you feel
Like,
me? Like I'm mad he never got to the. No, he did put it on the
Yes, he
final.
did.
He
He did put
did.
it-
Yeah. It just wasn't that good.
What about an R&B
Yeah, I
artist?
go.
You got an R&B artist favorite song, or for R&B artist that passed away, that's gone? You know, you got Whitney, you got Mike, you got
man,
Prince,
listen.
you got
Michael
you got James
Jackson.
I'm
Grant.
going
Michael
Mike.
Jackson, Man in the Mirror.
Good song. Good song.
But Dirty
got
Diana,
Aaliyah.
Dirty Diana,
I ain't gonna hold you.
That's that.
Dirty Di-
That's that. I'm sorry.
Oh, somebody said we forgot speaker knockers.
Oh, my bad.
We definitely forgot
my
Lil
bad.
Bro.
Shout
Yeah.
out to bro, man. Listen,
I
I know
think
where
he
I
was
was.
coming.
I know
Yeah.
where I was, and I know why we were trying to book him for a party. And the same thing with Bankroll Fresh. 2017, I wanted to book him for my birthday party. The same night of my birthday party, Bankroll Fresh got killed in the studio. He
Wow.
wouldn't. I mean, business wise, he couldn't take our offer, and I couldn't pay him what he wanted. And to this day, I still feel bad about it because it's like, yo, like
He would have been there if we'd have booked him. If you'd
Wow.
booked him, yeah.
like the night he got killed.
I feel what you're saying.
The night he got killed,
You
that's
want
the
to
night
talk about that night? Because
he. I mean, it's just
you
crazy.
saw the video? I saw the video.
No, I don't watch stuff like that.
Nah, I saw the video.
Mm.
Yeah.
That kind of sound like Jam Master Jay when how he passed. I mean, he got killed in the studio too. Did you ever see the video about that? How they say that?
Nah, see, Grant, that was different though. That was a hit. Like today was,
yeah,
they was on his
definitely a
neck.
hit. Yeah, but
Bankroll kind of started his shit. He started that.
But they said Jam Master Jay has some problems too. Like he owed some money or something.
Yeah,
like
I'm
that.
trying to say
But
like
yeah, they said that-
somebody was like it came to got him.
Yeah, but it was
Bankroll
still,
shot at a
it's-
nigga and the nigga shot back and you just got hit. That's kind
Yeah.
of how that went.
But it still was like a setup kind of for Jam Master Jay, kind of way. So you said Dirty Diana? Oh, you said
Dirty
Mike
Diana.
Diana.
Mike.
Okay, that's what's up. I mean, mine would be Mike. Remember the Time. That was one of my favorite songs from Michael Jackson.
That might be my
R&B.
favorite video ever. Like Word is Bond, that might be the favorite video ever. Like it's something about that video that's just so fly to me, bro.
I gotta listen to that when I get it.
Well, Remember the Time?
Yeah,
Listen,
I
my
used to-
favorite part of that song is
Mike
the
Smooth- Mike
do you
Smooth,
remember
man.
me and you on the phone? Like what? That
on,
shit
man.
is fire, bro.
but listen, but that
Yeah,
Diana though, he
I
hit.
used to like that Smooth Criminal.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
fire
yeah.
too.
I
That
like
video
what
was
he-
fire too.
Like
That
that
video
part
was-
where he leaned over. He
Yeah,
Yeah.
that quarter.
I swear to God, bro. Like he one of them. He one of them ones though, bro.
Yeah.
So
It's just something you
why
just
I was trying to.
can't
That's
do.
what I
You
was
can't-
trying to explain.
But you know what? Really,
like, you can be a
he
superstar, but
became a real
it's
superstar.
a Nova, bro. Like,
But the video,
And that's what I mean when I say
everybody
it's some people.
anticipated the videos because they were like
gorgeous.
mini
what he
movies.
gonna, what
Yeah.
he gonna do?
Facts, bro.
And
Like,
then,
Come on, bro.
and then it was
Thriller
like
is still
way
like
over the top.
bro,
biggest,
Thriller.
like,
Remember the times.
Thriller is
Yeah.
still
The,
the biggest
um,
like video.
Smooth Criminal video.
the color video, the black and white. They don't care about us. That video. Where like
he was
He
the innovator.
different,
Yeah,
bro.
he was.
like it's just some people that you can never touch. Like they're no matter what you say, no matter what happens, nobody will surpass where they are. You cannot surpass Michael Jackson, bro.
Check this out.
Yeah.
You can't.
Let's just say for shits and giggles.
Mhm.
Oh shit.
What if they had the internet back when James Brown was hot?
Yeah,
He wouldn't have been hot.
You wouldn't think he would have been hot?
You
His
what?
dancing,
Crazy.
he would have been hot. James Brown would have been hot. James Brown.
James Brown was on coke and beat his wife up. They would have kissed the shit out of
That would've
James
showed.
Brown.
That would have showed. What are you talking about? We talking about personal.
Wait.
We don't forget about that part.
Listen,
James Brown was wildin', bro.
We talking about the
I would
music.
agree that it was definitely gonna be some problems.
Yeah,
but you
but-
said he wasn't hot. That way everybody flipping out.
No,
We
listen,
disagree that it would have been
He
something
wouldn't have
crazy.
made it to get hot. The boy was on coke beating women.
But it was a lot of people
He
that
was
doing
gonna
stuff.
be gone,
It was a lot of people that still was doing it. Doing
Listen,
stuff
bro,
though.
if they had the internet back in the 80s and 90s when y'all niggas was out, y'all niggas would be the what? Nobody would have been in the music
Jordan
industry.
said he walked into
Why
the
not?
room.
It
wouldn't have been in the
Everybody
music
was on
industry.
Listen, people still found out about Bobby online. Bobby Brown, he still
They found out mad late.
but still.
By the time he did his coke, he was like three cities away. It was over now. Like
3 cities away.
he did his coke 3 states ago. Like it's over there.
300 lines ago.
Word. You gonna be mad? He's singing to you now. It's over. Nah,
He
bro.
back now.
Nah, it would have been
Matter
over.
of fact, he might be
Okay,
up.
outside of the personal life,
I know, right?
music wise.
I think
Nah,
James,
music-
like with the
James
internet, with the
Brown.
internet and everything, I think James Brown would finally be on that Michael Jackson level.
Yeah, he definitely would.
Read it without the personals.
Because you
Give
know,
me some-
back in
yeah,
those
like,
days,
yeah.
to see this
As far as
motherfucker,
like
he would
music,
have to come.
I think he had a
come to
different. I
your
think he had a
area.
different type
Yeah.
of aura too.
Yeah.
I think,
On
but
that
I think
chitlin
his aura
circuit shit.
is so bigger because it was like a myth for James Brown was like a myth to them. Like you couldn't see him. It was so hard to see him. It was way harder to see him.
The
You know what I'm saying?
The
I
myth
think it
is
would've been
Prince.
crazy.
though. The myth is Prince.
Prince is a fucking. This nigga's a ghost. Like he's like an aura. Like he's
That's-
like a
that's still a
legend. Like
ghost.
you don't even
Yeah,
believe he was real for real.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah. All right.
this is the only nigga I know that could wear his ass out and still be considered like the manliest man ever.
Yeah, I know, right?
He had ass out pants and every woman loved him. Like,
him.
this shit's
Yeah,
amazing, bro.
yeah, that shit is amazing.
What?
That's facts right there. My mom's love Prince. And I'm like, yo, really? The dude was like 4'11.
He just said that nigga look like a horse.
Bro, I swear to God, he like a little demon. I pray he's like
Yeah.
4'11.
4'11. And then he had heels on him, made him like 5'2 or something like that.
Heels.
That's crazy. Yeah,
Listen to his words. Heels.
he had heels.
Bro, like
Listen.
if you hear the celebrities tell stories, niggas was like, yo, they was meeting Prince, like
Yep.
he was hoeing them, like, yeah, I'm him. Like, what? Like, you let a 4'11 leprechaun tell you that
But
shit?
the thing was
like
though,
that.
they said that he could ball though. They say he really could play ball. Like it was true stories that this nigga could rock. Like he really can handle the rock and be shooting and they be killing you at 4'11.
Hey, listen,
I'll push the shit out of Prince. I'll push the
Listen.
shit out of Prince.
Yeah.
Prince
Charlie
trying to
Murphy
curse
said
me
he-
up. I'll push the shit out of Prince, bro.
R.I.P.
Hey.
Charlie Murphy. But
Hey.
Charlie Murphy said that story was legit.
Yeah,
He really
everybody
could
says
ball
it-
for real? That's
Yeah,
crazy. They say he really could
They got
ball.
pictures of him in jerseys and stuff playing ball.
Bro,
Oh, that's crazy.
nah, like all those stories that Dave Chappelle put, like
Yeah, it
you
was
know,
so-
he had to you
Yeah,
know
embellish a little bit. Yeah,
yeah, but they said those stories.
5'3".
I was exaggerating.
Small as hell, like, that's 5'3".
I
Like,
was like, man, I know he ain't that damn short. That's midget height, man.
I mean, but the thing is, when I be seeing them on those interviews with Prince, though, they was like every time he meet like a new artist, like he check them and tell them, get your masters.
Yep, that's
Get
true.
your
He
masters.
was definitely smart.
They was like he always put them on game. They was like that's why a lot of them look up to him like that because he told the whole company, I won't put another song out until
And that's why he changed his name to the symbol. That's why he changed his name to the symbol.
Yeah.
that's the most gangster. I think that might be the most gangster shit ever.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So he changed the artist formerly known as Prince. That's the most gangster shit in the world.
Yeah.
What? And you made the entire world call you the artist formerly known as Prince. If that ain't the most gangster shit ever,
man.
from a 5'3" light skinned man in heels, that boy was gangster.
411 if Tory around.
Yo, my next question though.
Let me give a shout out to my boy Darian at Truth Barbershop.
Yo,
Yeah,
Will,
make
he fire, bro. Like,
Oh
he
yeah,
really, he be,
that's my guy.
he be slicing
Listen,
shit up over there. No cap.
I'm wolfing because I couldn't get in because he stayed booked.
Yeah, I'm not even trying no
He
more.
ain't like Tory. Like he.
Hey, Darren, I'm Darren. I'm not trying no more, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
man, he gonna get you in.
Yo,
there.
my last and final question though. Put together the fire collaboration with anybody that's gone, deceased. I'm talking about it could be an R&B artist and rap artist, two rap artists, two R&B artists. Put the fire collaboration and do together that you think they will make a great song. This is the last question for this topic today.
Man, listen. I know it's gonna be crazy. I gotta get Mike. I'm sorry.
Hold on.
All right.
One more question after this too.
Yeah,
One more question after this.
I gotta get Mike.
But with who?
And we can put whoever on there because Mike gonna do what he gonna do. If I can put one more song with Mike Jackson on there, I want it.
But who? Y'all mentioned the
King
second
Von.
artist. Mike Jackson, King Von.
I want King Von storytelling with Mike Jackson singing. You gonna check it out. Don't look crazy. You gonna check it out.
Michael Jackson probably sound like a damn frog. By
I want
that shit. Like young kid, man. Come on.
I'll
Like,
take
yeah,
Pop Smoke. I'll take
yeah, I
Pop
like him.
Smoke with Michael Jackson. The way he did Dirty Diana, if he do that on the hook with one of Pop Smoke songs, I think that'd be the craziest shit ever.
Oh, with King Von on the last verse.
Yeah, because
That'd
King
be
Von be
crazy,
wild.
yo.
That'd be
That'd be
crazy. Pop
crazy,
Smoke,
yo.
King Von,
And Mike
on the hook,
Come on,
on the
yo.
intro. That's
on,
wild.
yo. That'd
Stop
be
playing with
That'd
us.
be
Stop
crazy.
playing with us.
That'd be
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. These young boys, boy. Go ahead.
I don't know, man. I'll say Mike and Prince.
You want Mike and Prince do a collab?
Collab.
That'd be
Oh,
good.
I want to hear both of them.
That shit might break the internet, bro.
Yeah,
That shit
like
that shit'll
business,
break the internet,
business-wise,
bro.
business-wise, they're gonna go
maybe
crazy.
Pun and Big.
Pun and, oh yeah, that'd be dope. That could be a good title track. Pun and Big. Okay. What I wanted to hear. I wanted to hear Aaliyah and Big collaboration. Definitely Aaliyah and Big collaboration. Yeah, I think Aaliyah singing a hook and Big, what's the name? Because you heard the DMX.
Aaliyah had just
you
had
heard
one of them voices,
you heard the
dog.
DMX collabo. So I think Big could have what's the name? Because Big had that smooth. You know what I'm saying? He could rap. I know.
Yeah, but see, it just sounds like
Big
a love
didn't do
song.
nothing with
Yeah, but
DMX,
it
did he?
Definitely be a love
It
song.
sound
He
like
did
a
something
love
with
song.
DMX.
Who? Big?
Nah.
No, Aaliyah did.
That would have been.
Yeah.
That would have been good.
Yeah, DMX and Big probably would have been good too. I don't remember them being on the
Nah,
track.
yo, you have DMX spitting one of them real ass. I'm hurting
Pop-
my
with Pop Smoke
with
and
fucking
Mike.
with Mike on the hook of that. Come on, imagine Mike
All
singing
right.
"I'm Slipping, I'm Falling."
All right, ask your last question, my brother. Real
Last
quick.
question: If it was they all of them were going on tour right now, who's the one artist that passed that you would have to go see right now?
Mike
Big.
Jackson.
Mike,
Jackson.
Big.
M. Jack.
Mike. I done said it 3 times.
Mike
Mike.
Jackson.
Only way I want to go see Michael Jackson is I gotta have some ultra VIP type shit. 'Cause I'm not sitting in that fucking crowd.
I don't know, son. I don't
See, that
know,
crowd
bro.
is gonna be crazy.
That crowd is ridiculous.
So that's the
I
reason.
think I'd do DMX.
I would have to get
this
treatment to go
the
see
one that
Mike.
this the show that you get to see, so you get to choose yourself.
Yeah.
So I go see.
No,
Mike.
Somebody
listen,
said-
white people was falling. Like Mike had people falling out crying. I'm not fucking crying. I'm not going to a concert.
I'm not gonna cry. I want to see him
You
perform.
don't know if
though.
you was gonna cry. Them people ain't know they was gonna cry.
You gonna cry.
They
Hey,
saw Mike get
What's
passed
your favorite?
out.
What's your
Somebody
Mike
passed out.
song you said you want to hear again?
They sorry.
Me?
You remember the time?
I remember time.
You
Yeah.
gonna cry?
Oh, damn, you 100% gonna cry.
Hey, somebody Anthony said that Easy E and Biggie would have. You want to see that collab?
Somebody
Yo,
goes,
I forgot about
Easy
Easy.
E, that's
I'm
crazy.
sorry.
We really didn't say Easy E name in this neither.
But I'm sorry, Ice Cube got to write it though.
Yeah, Easy can't write it.
Yeah, Ice
We're
Cube.
not even about to play like
if,
that.
If I could get him back with Ice Cube writing it, oh yeah, I'll take that.
100%. Just because the aura was crazy.
But he got that voice.
He do.
Ain't nobody got no voice like Easy E, and they ain't gonna never have one. Like,
Facts, Shaquilla. Like Mike Jackson had bitches like past. Like he had grown men crying because they saw him.
Tory,
I touched him.
Tory,
Oh,
I remember the time
Sleep.
I see Mike Jackson.
What?
You stupid.
what?
Did you remember the time?
Tory 100% crying. Tory's gonna cry.
I ain't crying. Yo, another great episode of Nice Round Table. Like I said, we're back. We'll be back next week. We'll be back in the following week. Like I said, we just had a little hiccup for 1 week, but we're back. Another great episode. Like I said, keep chiming into the chat room when we come on every Wednesday at 7:00, so we can get your, I could pop you up on the screen and mention what you said and stuff. Like I said, we definitely read the chat and we definitely try to keep this popping. We got some stuff coming up. Like I said, over the week that we didn't, over the Labor Day weekend and stuff, me and the CEO of 119, we was out in them streets. We got a Mr. Cheeks interview. We might have a Chubb Rock interview coming up. So to be on the lookout. I mean, we got some stuff popping. Then plus we got a party coming up. And also we got a couple of interviews coming up next week on our podcast about some stuff. So be on the lookout, man. We got some people. So check in for sure, man. We'll be playing them out. We're playing some interviews soon. As soon as they come, we're gonna get them. Like I said, but the Mr. Cheeks interview is already in the bag. We already got to record it. I just, it was a one-on-one interview. So, and then we got a couple of more interviews coming up. So, like I said, be on the lookout for it. I'll let you know when we put them out there. So go to our let my table mates reintroduce themselves from my left to my right. Get ahead.
You already know. It's your boy Rico. House party ain't no party if Rico ain't in the house. Y'all make sure y'all go on YouTube and check us out at 119 Media Group. And we trying to build this up, man. You like, share, comment, man. Tell a friend.
It's your boy Lucky Luciano, my man. I hate these old niggas. Respect the youth, though.
It's his, man. Y'all take care out there.
Hey, Darren, we did mention Pac. You mentioned Pac. We had a long conversation about Pac. You kind of tuned in a little late.
He said nobody mentioned him as far as the concert.
As a concert? Oh, nah, nobody. I guess nobody wants to see him. My bad.
Listen, I was
not playing
I'm not going to see nobody before I see Michael Jackson.
Oh, yeah. Gather around if you able, we the knights at a round table. This that underground gutter, that butter before the label. No water down sound, if you drown, that's cause the flow heavy. Hit you with the views on rhythm and blues, no Reggie. Everything potent when spoken word emerge. Bars too light, you cannot submerge. Gotta bring that hard rock where they drop it, move earth, blow back trees, clearing the land for new turf. Cake without icing, thunder without lightning. Delivery and presence, essence, they all tied in. Trident like Poseidon when I'm out there making waves. So you gonna need a hydrant if you trying to set a blaze. Wordplay on javelin. Okay, we on the road, so watch out when we barrel in. MCs battling, trying to see who's best. Winner looking in the crowd, trying to see who's next. Gotta fly, sit up high like an eagle's nest. Bars sharp as a blade. Be careful, they might slay you. On guard, bring your sword when you come to the knight's table. Yeah.